Socorro, New Mexico, taking on Steve Barreras from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Steve, the Road Warrior Barreras, fighting out of the Hideout Boxing Club here in Albuquerque. Junior middleweight. He's had a lot of good experience. Fought some big names. And his opponent, Anthony Ayon from Socorro, is a rugged warrior, a crowd pleaser. And we're about ready to get the introductions. Let's go up to Henry Tafoya.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tingley Coliseum. Max Station of Opening Tours presents the Road to the World Championship. It's good to have you here tonight. 48 rounds of boxing will come your way. And we will get it going here in just a quick second.
So, ring announcer Henry Tafoya tying up some loose ends here, and let's go up to him now.
He comes from Socorro, New Mexico. He weighs in at 154.5 pounds with a record of 5 wins, 7 losses, 3 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Albuquerque, Anthony Ayon. Ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, he's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He weighs in at 150 pounds even. He's from the Danny Romero Boxing Camp. 13 wins, 10 losses, 9 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to Steve, the Road Warrior Barreras. Referee Larry Chavez, judges Sandy Pino, Hugh Bishop, and Walter Brown. Scheduled 8 rounds.
Okay, so the introductions are out of the way, and we are all set for 8 rounds of boxing in the junior middleweight division from Tingley Coliseum. Dan Cisneros at ringside. You are watching the 8-Count Boxing Hour on Community Cable Channel 27 in Albuquerque. And this will be a New Mexico crosstown, well, interstate rivalry, I should say. Socorro and Albuquerque. Steve Barreras and Anthony Ayon just underway, round 1. Steve Barreras, the southpaw in the solid black trunks. A true road warrior, has been in against and faced some of the best out there. He is just a strong, just a powerhouse of a fighter. His opponent, Anthony Ayon, very similar. Maybe hasn't fought the level of opposition that Barreras has faced, but Ayon certainly a powerhouse in his own right. Chin of granite. And this could be one heck of a matchup here if these two get things going, as Barreras just misses with that big left. Steve Barreras training down at the Hideout Boxing Club in Albuquerque. Was an outstanding amateur boxer. Ayon, not much in the amateur experience. He came out of the tough man circuit, turned professional, and has been a crowd pleaser ever since. Referee Larry Chavez gets in and a warning to ducking their heads. This one is set for 8 rounds, junior middleweights. Now you see Barreras going to work. And Ayon answers back with some body shots of his own. Anthony El Leon Ayon. There's a right hand that bangs the head of Steve Barreras. funny, these guys are both very strong, but neither one really considered a knockout puncher. Very strong fighters, certainly physically strong, but not necessarily of the one-punch knockout style. They can certainly hurt you. Both of these guys have solid chins.
Come on, Steve. 1, 2.
So that ends the first round. There's a right hand by Ayon to end the first round, and that'll do it. We'll be back with more after this. Back to the action. We're all set for round 2, scheduled for 8 junior middleweights. Dan Cisneros bringing you the boxing action of the Duke City from here at Tingley Coliseum. Anthony Ayon and Steve Barreras locked up in a good one here. A couple of New Mexico favorites going to war. And you see Ayon come forward, firing his shots. Barreras looking for a counter shot, laying back on the ropes now as Ayon just bulls his way in. Larry Chavez gets in there and breaks the two. Could be a test of strength in this one and stamina. Both guys are powerhouse boxers. Again, Steve Barreras is the southpaw, leading with his right hand. Anthony El Leon Ayon, right-hander, as he tries to do a nice little move there, and he comes back with the right hand, and he's chasing Barreras across the ring, back into the ropes. And now Ayon opens up with his combinations, and Barreras fighting back off the ropes. These guys are both very strong. It would be one heck of a wrestling match if these guys were to get into that. Again, we are in round 2, junior middleweights. And both guys throwing some right hands. Well, actually, Barreras throwing the big left hand, power hands. Both of these guys are really roughhousers, prone to cuts. A lot of getting in close and going to war here. Referee Larry Chavez gives them a little warning. Neither guy too shy about getting rough in there. So there you see now Ayon trying to land a big right hand on body. But Barreras a little bit more stylish. Of course, you know, he came up from the amateur ranks of boxing. So you might see a little more balance, a little more style in his style of boxing. But Anthony Ayon is just a true powerhouse, learning on the job here in the professional ranks. What a way to go. But he has surprised a lot of people with how well he has come along, trained by Roy Griego. And that'll do it for round 2. We'll be back in a bit. So here we go with round 3. Steve Barreras, Anthony Ayon from Tingley Coliseum. Pretty even match so far. Neither guy really taking control. No one's been down, no one hurt. They've landed some pretty heavy shots though. Both of these guys with chins of iron. These guys are just unbelievable. Their ability to take a shot, and Ayon just gets out of the way of a big one. He comes firing back now. And Ayon again missing with that big right hand. And Steve Barreras just steps aside a little bit. Comes back, there's a left hand from Barreras. And another left hand stinging the head of Ayon. And Ayon just steps back and fires one of his own. No dancing here, these guys are fighters. No doubt about it. And Barreras missing with a big right hand. And Ayon misses with his own right. Oh, these guys are just avoiding catastrophe here as they both are launching bombs. There you see Barreras with a quick 1-2. See Barreras now started to go to speed, and he connects, and there's a left hand that connects to the head of Ayon, who steps forward and will try to answer back. As I told you earlier, these guys both chins of iron, and you see a right hand that kind of staggered Ayon, but he doesn't go down. Again, Barreras using a little bit more speed now, maybe taking a little bit off, not overcommitting to the big knockout punch. To score with speed. I think that's a good strategy on his part. There's a right hand that slips in from Barreras. Again now Steve with the left hand. And Ayon's going to have to answer back here as he's starting to get caught. Here he tries a right hand that comes up short. There's a nice body shot followed by a left hand by Steve Barreras. Nice work from the Road Warrior. Ayon looking a little bit frustrated there, making that gesture. Again, he gets caught with a left hand. So Steve Barreras with some successful pot shotting here on Anthony Ayon. Now Ayon tries a little trickery, he gets in and lands a right hand. And that'll do it for round 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Natalie.
Corner of Steve Barreras. Looks like Danny Romero Sr. pretty happy with what he's seen so far. Steve had a nice third round there. Let's see if he can keep it going here against Socorro, New Mexico's Anthony Ayon as we get ready to start round 4. Barreras enjoyed a nice third round. See if Anthony Ayon can come back with something here. Ayon not afraid to commit to his shots. I mean, he'll throw some hard shots in there, and he's not afraid to overcommit. If he gets a little bit off balance, no problem. And I think that may be partially why he's such a fan favorite. Steve Barreras, also a pretty aggressive, fan-friendly fighter himself. There's a nice shot that snaps the head back of Ayon. And Barreras has been able to score in this one. You'll see Barreras a little more well-balanced. He'll stay on balance, a little hard to fall over his feet. Ayon, the product of the tough man competition, much more of a brawler, although he has, you know, honed his boxing skills under the tutelage of Roy Griego. There he misses with a left hand. And a big right hand. Barreras has to watch out. If one of those catches him, it could change everything. So far, so good for the Road Warrior, Steve Barreras. A lot of Danny Romero fans here at ringside, and Barreras trains down at the Hideout Boxing Club. He's a stablemate of Romero, so the crowd probably a little more on his side. But Ayon very popular with the local boxing fans. Ayon loading up with some shots, and Barreras comes back with some body shots. I think they were pretty effective, and now a right hand from Barreras knocks Ayon back into the corner. Let's see, Barreras moves in on him. Ayon covering up now. I think that really got his attention. He got buzzed. But here he comes, stepping forward. Comes out swinging, but another good round for Steve Barreras. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Don Knapp.
Underway with the fifth round. We look into the corner of Anthony Ayon. That's Roy Griego with his back to you, working the corner for Ayon. And round 5 now is underway. So Barreras has put together a couple of pretty good rounds. Ayon may find himself needing to get back into this one. Won't be easy. You can see that Barreras has a little bit more of a variety of techniques. Ayon is pretty much a brawler. He's good at what he does, but not much of a plan B. He's going to have to just get in there and hurt Barreras if he can. That's a tall order. Steve Barreras with his chin of iron. The man with the tree trunk legs. My goodness. The guy's legs are just incredible. Steve Barreras, a true powerhouse. There's a left hand from Barreras, but it just missed. Comes back with a right. Again, Ayon just missing with that right, but Barreras sneaks a short right hand in. Again, Barreras with that short right, sticks a left hand in there. Catches Ayon another shot. And Ayon just having trouble landing anything big on Barreras. Now referee Larry Chavez is going to stop the action. We've got some loose tape around the wrist of Steve Barreras. Danny Romero will get in there and fix that right away. And the action back underway. So a little bit of a break in the action there. Steve Barreras continuing to work from the center of the ring with that compact boxing style of his. Leaps in with that left hand, coming up just a little bit short. That was caught by Ayon. And he misses with a right hand, and now Ayon answers back. And as you see Barreras bang into the body, he gets a warning for a kidney shot. That one went around to the back. And Ayon comes back erupting with both hands. Neither guy much of a jabber. You don't see a whole lot of just jab, jab, jabbing from either one of these guys. These guys are power punchers. Barreras using his jab probably a little more than Ayon, and that will end the round.
The sixth round, round 6.
So we head into round 6. Pretty good one here. This neither guy in full control. I think Steve Barreras with the edge, but Ayon's certainly not out of this one. And as hard as these two guys punch, anything could happen. Steve Barreras now coming forward with his powerhouse style. And Ayon looking for some big counter shots. Has not been able to land the big punch that he wants. There he leaps in with the left, but you can see Barreras just kind of step away. Again now Ayon going to work as he senses that he has Barreras back on the ropes. Tried to take advantage. And he gets in there and throws a couple of right hands. And Steve just kind of grabs Ayon and pushes him forward. With that four-wheel drive of his, look at him again, pushing Ayon back, driving him back. Referee Larry Chavez gets on him for the holding. We are in round 6, scheduled for 8. Ayon now free swinging. He gets countered by Barreras, fighting off the ropes. Oh, there's a right hand from Ayon that stings Barreras. Steve took it well. And now you see him go to work again with that lead right hand. And there's a good sharp jab that just jolts Ayon. Ayon has not stopped trying to get the big shot in, just unable to land it flush on Barreras. Steve Barreras with a kind of a deceiving a boxing style, you think he might be easy to hit. He's just right there, but he's not. Just enough movement to not get caught flush, at least by Ayon tonight. There's a big jolting right hand again from Barreras. And again, he follows it with the left hand. Ayon steps back. Ayon looking for something big here, but just unable to catch Steve Barreras with that deceivingly elusive style. And that ends the round. We'll have 2 rounds to go in this one. We'll be back. So we're just about ready to get underway with round 7. 6 minutes of action in this one. And Anthony Ayon, in our unofficial opinion, has a little bit of climbing to do here. He's going to have to win a couple of these, probably win these last 2 rounds to have a shot at this one, or at least knock Barreras down if he can. Barreras has really put on a nice exhibition tonight, kind of showing the fans what he's capable of. He can really box when he gets in that groove. Now Ayon just says, I'm going to come forward and throw some shots, and he comes firing back at Barreras. Steve, and Steve gets caught with a left hand right on the chin, no effect at all. And he continues to go to work counter punching. These guys are throwing some body shots, straying a little bit low here. And Barreras just charging forward and throwing, and Ayon's willing to oblige. Both of these guys with some powerful inside brawling here. Ayon with a little bit more sense of desperation, though, in his punching. And Barreras bangs a right hand to the body. Wow. And there he makes Ayon miss as he ducked out of the way of that shot. Comes back with a body shot. Maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in on Ayon. You can see his hands kind of dropping here. Getting a little bit less steady as he tries to move around and find an angle where he can penetrate the defense of Steve Barreras. There's a right hand that scores to the chin of Barreras. No effect again. Steve just walks right through it. Pretty impressive, because Ayon can punch. And Barreras keeping his hands high. Looking pretty sturdy here in this 7th round. Showing some impressive stamina. And now he goes on the attack and pushes Ayon back to the ropes. Comes back with a body shot, goes back up to the head. Ayon misses with a big right hand. And Barreras right back with a body shot. And working with a jab. Steve Barreras really doing some nice work here. Again, thank you to everyone for joining us here on the 8 Count Boxing Hour. This one's been pretty fun. If nothing else, a really nice exhibition from Steve Barreras and Ayon, putting up some very tough resistance. I mean, Ayon is one of those brawlers that will just test you every time out. And that'll do it for round 7. 1 more to go. We'll be back.
well. Let's bring them out of the corners.
So Larry Chavez has the two fighters touch him up at the center of the ring. This is the 8th and final round. Steve Barreras ahead on our scorecard. Not sure what the official judges are seeing. And Anthony Ayon continues to work. And Ayon comes out in a southpaw style. So he's going to try one last little trickery here. Bit of trickery, see if he can get something big to land on Barreras. He has been unable to find the big punch tonight. And Steve Barreras with some nice boxing. There's one that strays low. And just a warning from Larry Chavez. Oh, and a left hand to the head of Ayon. So Ayon came out with the southpaw stance, but now he goes back to the right hand, and now he's going to try southpaw. Kind of switch it up here. Trying to find lightning in a bottle here, this 8th and final round. His corner probably knows that he's behind. It's been a real nice exhibition by Steve Barreras. One of his best performances. But Ayon continues to work. He tries to slip a straight right in there. Barreras continuing to work. You will not see him dance away and hold on to get the win. He'll work to the final bell. Both of these guys will. Neither guy a dancer. These guys are brawlers. These guys are fighters. Barreras from Albuquerque, Ayon from Socorro, New Mexico. And if Barreras can hold on to get the win here, a very satisfying win for him, I'm sure, against his New Mexico rival. Very well respected, both of these fighters. The experience level of Barreras, though, showing. Just a notch up in experience, fighting some big name fighters. On the road. So we are just about to put an end to this one. These guys go out swinging. And that'll do it. The crowd gives a nice hand for both fighters, appreciating the work. On our unofficial scorecard, we see this as a win for Steve Barreras, but we'll see what the three judges have on their scorecards, the ones that count. Thanks for joining us tonight. Glad you tuned in. You caught a good one. A couple of junior middleweights going to war here. Nice performance by Steve Barreras from Albuquerque. As Henry Tafoya has the scorecards, he's getting ready to give the decision of the three judges. Crowd buzzing here at Tingley Coliseum. Ayon continued to fight, but he was just kind of out-hustled tonight by the experienced and really well-prepared Steve Barreras. Unfortunately for Ayon, he caught Barreras on one of his best nights. Steve really looks sharp tonight. Ayon is strong as always, a powerhouse in his own right, but Steve Barreras just looks sharp tonight. We'll see if the 3 judges agree with my unofficial scoring. And I think Henry Tafoya is ready to go. Let's go up to him.
Judge Santipino scores at 78-75. Judge Bishop scores at 78-77. Judge Walter Brown scores at 78-74. The winner by unanimous decision from Albuquerque, Steve Barreras. We would like to announce to you and bring it to your attention that we do have a scratch.
So Steve Barreras gets the unanimous win, pretty close on a couple of those scorecards. One of the judges had it like as I saw it, 6 rounds to 2 for Barreras, but congratulations to Steve on a great win. Thanks for joining us tonight here on the 8 Count Boxing Hour.